Hi, it's Patrice here. I know it's been a long time, right? You like, where this girl go? Is she ever gonna come back? Do you even remember me? Anyway, um, I've been on a I don't even, I've been on a real crazy, painful, but really good journey of um inner healing, recovery, uh like all kinds of everything having to do with wounds from childhood. So um I had not planned on doing this at all, and I'm still kind of like about it, but I really feel strongly that God wants me to be more open and vulnerable, and just share about my recovery process and my journey. And the problem with this is that doing this and sharing these things, it will include some stories. I'm scared. I laugh when things aren't funny. Okay. So, but it'll include sharing some things that I've never really shared with anyone. And it's scary, but I'm very familiar with moving forward in fear. It don't matter. Like I'm accustomed to that. So this is just another of those instances. But again, it's something that I had not foreseen doing at all, and yet here I am. So um goodness, I'm not even completely sure how to like start it off, but um I will say that I've discovered, it's going to sound crazy, right? But I've discovered this summer that there's a lot of abuse in my upbringing, my childhood, and even up until adulthood, up well into adulthood, and it's just, it's bad. It's bad, and I'm discovering there are things that I've always kind of like hated about myself, like different patterns and behaviors and traits. And I would be like, what is wrong with me? Why am I like this? Why do I do this? And, I'm learning now that it has everything to do with how I was raised and the different patterns and behaviors that I was taught to employ growing up. And so, and a lot of it was just to keep the peace and and like survive and be okay, relatively so anyway, because being okay, I guess, is relative too. So I'm going to share my journey with you, and in doing so I'm going to share some stories, and some of those stories are going to piss some people off probably, but that's okay, because I'm learning now that I'm not responsible for anybody's emotions. I'm not responsible for anybody's behaviors. I did not wound some of these people, and I cannot fix them. I am not God. And so I'm going to let God be God, and I'm going to work with Him with my own healing. And it's in the hopes, doing this is in hopes that I'm able to help somebody else. Because I'm finding as I speak with people, this stuff is so common, and it's sad. It is so sad. It reminds me, two things come to mind. One is the saying that hurt people hurt Peter. Hurt Peter? Peter? So we have to laugh, okay? We're going to have to laugh throughout this journey because otherwise we're going to be crying all the time and I ain't with it. But anyway, so hurt people hurt people. I'm sure they hurt Peter too, but you know. So and then the other thing that came to mind, somebody, I don't know who wrote this because I've seen it several times on Facebook, and then it seems like each time I see it, it's like coined by a different person. But the saying is that if you don't heal what wounded you, you'll bleed on people who didn't cut you. And that's where I am. I've been bled on, and I didn't cut the people who bled on me. And what I want to do though is, and what I am doing is stopping this cycle of abuse. I am done. I'm no longer playing the roles that I have started to notice that are played out in my family by different people. It's like, what? It's amazing. Like when you're in a situation, you get so caught up and you're so like in the midst of it that you start to react, and it's like, you know, or whatever, or however you react, because I've learned too, there's not only a fight or flight or freeze, but there's a fawn too. And my type is the fawn and fight. So basically, I will fawn. I will try to make everything all right for everyone and try to calm the situation and bring peace. And I'll just try to like be real good and, you know, so that people can be happy and okay. But don't press me up against the wall, because if you do, I'm coming out swinging. So that's my thing. But yeah, I'm learning all this stuff, and it's the journey is it's intense. It's intense. That's all I can say. It's intense. It's amazing. It's very painful. I guess my plan is to not I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm not here to try to like, I'm not about like revenge and all that. I don't have time for all that. I see that I have issues within myself as a result of how I was raised. And my goal is to heal so that I can be a healthier me for myself, first and foremost, because I'm realizing now that I actually matter. And then for my children, I don't want my children to be like I am. I don't want them to operate out of the same just codependence that I operate out of. I'm looking to let go of old patterns and behaviors that may have served me during childhood, because at that time I was helpless. I was at the mercy and whim of whomever was over authority, or had authority over me at that time, but I'm not there anymore. And so those behaviors that I was able to employ at that time that served me then, they don't serve me anymore. So in fact, they're detrimental to my mental health, and, they're just detrimental today. So I am working to be done with all that and be a healthier me. So, goodness, this is going to go all over the place and back around again. And so I'm going to end this video with saying that the primary source of my codependent behaviors and just the wounds and all, unfortunately, comes from my mother. And I'm my mother's only child. And basically, I normalized what happened to me all throughout my life. I would know, because you know internally when you're being mistreated, when something is wrong. You have that, everybody has that internal thing inside of them that says, wait a minute, this is not right. But when it's all you normalize it. And so what I tend to do, it's very interesting. So I can tell you my stories, and I will share some of my stories, but I can tell you my stories like, I went to the store, and it'll sound like that. And I may even laugh a little bit because in my head, I'm like, wow, this is really like, this really happened. Wow. But if you tell me your story, it could be the same exact thing. I would be so upset. I'm crying. And I used to think that it was because I didn't care about myself. But I'm learning now that it's not that I don't care about myself. It's that I've normalized my situation. And to hear of someone else going through it, something in me it's like that story touches the pain that I still have deep inside. And so I want to work on all that. And because you can't just shrug it up, like one of the people in my life says, you can't just push it all under a rug, because now you have this rug that has this big lump under it. It's still there, so you got to deal with it. So I'm dealing with it. So, and this is one of the ways that I'm doing so. And again, some people are not going to be happy, and I will only share my part of the story because there's so many facets to all this, but I won't be sharing other people's business. I'll only share mine. So I'll end this with that. If you are one of the people who knows that you are not going to like what you're going to hear, you might want to get off my channel, unsubscribe, and it's okay. I'll still love you. I get it. Hey, it is what it is, but I got to do what's best for me now. So that's where I am. And I will still be doing videos where I'm making stuff. I'm still always making stuff. I've been making some ice cream. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And without an ice cream maker too. But so you don't even have to feel like, oh, I gotta go out and buy this, machine. If you buy one, good. If you have one, good. But you don't have to. So I'll still be doing all kinds of videos, but I want to get back in there. I feel like I had lost my voice at the start of this journey. I stopped blogging. I stopped doing these video blogs, and I just stopped doing everything because it's just very crushing, the things that I don't know, came to realize, because it was always there. It's just I had normalized everything. So I'm no longer normalizing what is not normal, and I'm no longer in a position where I'm going to allow myself or my children to continue to be abused. I'm just not doing it anymore. So I'm all about freedom, and I'm going to really live and be authentic. And if anyone doesn't like it, maybe you weren't ever there for me anyway, like really there for like my benefit. So, and I'm okay with that. So, I will end this video right here and just say thank you for watching, and hi to my friends in Dublin and all over the place. But I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.